The heavens, the cosmos, have a profound story to tell of order and exquisite design, of prodigious distances and emptiness. As we look out into space, we are gazing back into the pages of time. It is the only place we can directly observe the past. Even our nearest neighbors, our sun's light, takes a full 8 minutes to reach us at 186,000 miles per second. When we look at our sun, we are actually seeing it as it was 8 minutes ago. The unfathomable distances of space are truly staggering and can only barely be comprehended using the scale of measurement of how far light travels in a year. To help us understand, let's look at our solar system. To grasp this, let's imagine ourselves standing at the corner in Merchant Square holding a soccer ball, as you'll see here, which will represent the size of our sun. We will walk toward the Capitol, passing scaled objects representing planets to help us grasp the scale of space. We are now just across the street, 13 yards away. Mercury would be here, the size of a poppy seed. 11 meters further on, a small peppercorn will represent Venus, and 9 meters further, another peppercorn represents Earth. A few more steps, 17 meters, brings us to Mars, just slightly larger than our poppy seed representing Mercury. But then we have the first big jump to our grape-sized Jupiter, which is 173 meters from our sun, 3.5 times further than Mars. Our next planet, Saturn, is another long walk, almost double the distance from the sun to Jupiter. Now we are at the Palace Green with another grape-sized planet. Light now takes 1.5 hours to reach us from the sun at Merchant Square. We've passed Chowning's Tavern. Our next planet, Uranus, which is the size of a pea, is 638 meters from the sun at Merchant Square, double the distance from the sun to Saturn. It takes light now 2 hours and 40 minutes to reach us here. At 1 kilometer, we encounter a pea-sized blue Neptune. We have reached Charlton's Coffee House and almost to the Capitol. We now have to wait 4 hours for the sun to reach us. The sun is long gone from view. As we travel further and reach the parking area behind Christiana Campbell's, we encounter Pluto, again the size of a poppy seed, if you can imagine. 1,310 meters from the sun. It will take light almost a quarter of a day, 5.5 hours to reach us here. We have only traveled a quarter of a light day, yet we are incredibly distant from our soccer ball-sized sun. The vastness of space compared to planetary objects astonishes us. This is a model of the solar system. We will have to journey vastly further in our scale model solar system before we encounter a vast cloud of debris that surrounds our solar system called the Oort cloud. It extends from 3/4 to 1.5 light years from the sun. We would not reach it until we journeyed in our scale to Topeka, Kansas. At 4.5 light years out, we encounter our closest neighbor star, Alpha Centauri, the first of approximately 200 billion stars that make up our own galaxy, which you see here. And our galaxy is only 100,000 light years across. A mere stroll. Our galaxy is one of approximately 54 galaxies in what's called the local group, which is about 10 million light years across, with the largest galaxy being Andromeda Galaxy, our neighbor. It's 25 million light years away. So just imagine that was light originated 25 million years ago that we're seeing. Our local cluster, this is actually another galaxy which is within the local group, 25 million light years away. And it's about 1.5 times the size of our own galaxy. This is another fantastically beautiful one. It's this barred spiral galaxy, which they think actually Milky Way galaxy is also a barred spiral. And it's 2.5 times that size, that distance from us, 69 million light years. Still kind of a drop in the bucket in the overall size. The next jump is this Virgo supercluster of galaxies. It has 100 galaxy groups, which is like ours, local group, and it's 110 light years across. But there are millions of these superclusters throughout space. And then the superclusters themselves have groups of superclusters. So it's just staggering to try and comprehend what kinds of scale we're talking about here. It's unfathomable. This is an example. This is actually a shot back to galaxies that are 12 billion light years distant. They think that the universe is 13.4 billion years old. So we're literally looking back to the birth, almost to the birth of the universe here. You see the galaxies are much closer together. This last one is just a shot of the Whirlpool galaxy, which is a fabulous and spectacular one that's not so far away. So the vastness of space really reveals the beautiful design of God in creating this magnificent universe that we live in. Thank you very much.